Hello Cancer, welcome to Dragonfly Soul Tarot. This is your autumn reading for October, November, December 2020, and I'm going to be doing the pyramid spread. I know I've been away for a while, but I am back with a new reading every weekend. It may be a long reading like this, or it may be something shorter. So it's always going to be something new, something interesting. I hope you will join me by subscribing to future readings. So please sit back and enjoy your reading. So the first card I'm going to draw is the card that represents you, and that is the King of Pentacles, and what is crossing you, and that is the Nine of Wands. Energies moving off into the past is the Five of Swords. Your current energies are the Lovers. Your energies coming in on the future is the Six of Coins. How you see yourself is the Seven of Pentacles. How others see you is the Ten of Pentacles. Your biggest fear is the Nine of Swords. Your biggest hope is the King of Swords. And your outcome card is the Four of Wands. Okay, so what do we see here? It's a little complicated, Cancer. Your current situation is a situation of stability, but something has come up and has kind of cut you off at the knees. Something has sidetracked you or thrown a wrench in the situation, making things very challenging for you at this time. This to me seems like burnout. Burnout with dealing with the current situation. There's a lot happening behind the scenes with family and finances especially, and you are kind of reaching a breaking point here, and you feel like you need to regroup and assess where you're going to be going in the future, because right now you feel a little stuck. I see something has become stuck and you don't know how to unstuck it. It seems like there was some sort of betrayal in the past, some sort of intervention by a meddling party. Somebody has possibly done something behind your back, sabotaged your efforts, or just plain acting out, and it has affected you in the sense that it's put you in a tough place. Okay, so maybe it wasn't directly aimed at you, but whatever the actions of this entity were, they definitely set your world on its side. So you are having some challenges dealing with this entity. But the good news is we have the Lovers here. And the Lovers indicates a choice, not necessarily a romantic choice, although it could be a romantic choice if this was a situation where a loved one moved away, or there was a breakup and now you are trying to figure out how to make ends meet on your own. But it can also be a choice between staying put in a situation that doesn't serve you and moving on to a situation where you don't know what to expect. So if it is a financial situation and you found yourself suddenly on the losing end of a financial situation, do you wait around and see if this particular financial situation turns around, or do you try and see if you can find an alternative that will kind of take the place of that. Now, it's a matter of the devil you know as opposed to the devil you don't, right? So if you were in the situation before, maybe it may have been a toxic situation where you were very unhappy, but at least the bills were getting paid, and you can wait around for that situation to roll back around and come back. It's you knew what to expect in that situation, as opposed to looking for another avenue, perhaps going into business for yourself or something like that, and figuring out, or if this is getting involved with someone new, do you move in right away because the financial situation is pressing and you need that extra support to help pay the bills, but you don't know what to expect at this point. You knew what to expect with this situation. It wasn't good, but it was predictable. But with this situation that's coming in, that replaces that situation where you were initially, you don't know what to expect, whether it's long-term or whether this could be a worse situation than before. You may not trust your ability to know the difference at this time. But we do have a gift or an offer coming in the future. It looks like you're going to take someone up on an offer. It may be, at this point, it's not determined whether or not your choice is to go with the former, waiting for the former to come back, or because the former may be coming back and you're like, oh gee, it wasn't that great. Why would I go back into that situation? Or it could be another outside person coming in to ease the burden of you at this time, the financial burden. So there is going to be an offer coming up shortly in the future, and you don't know at this time whether or not you will be taking one choice or the other. So right now it's kind of up in the air, and it probably will not be resolved until the closer to the new year, if not in the early new year. The way you see yourself is very studied, very skilled. So you feel you deserve a certain level of compensation for the work that you do. You feel you deserve to be appreciated for the work that you do. So it may be a move into something different, into a new avenue. So because you want to explore the extent of what you can earn. So you do know your value there, Cancer. So you know that when you're being treated unfairly, you are well aware of it, and you don't like being taken advantage of. But being a Cancer, you can be taken advantage of because you are so sensitive to looking out for others. Other people think you've got it fine. Other people think you've got it made from what they see looking in on your situation. Other people don't see the troubles that are troubling you. And this may be a small situation, or it could be a big situation, but however big an impact it is on your life, other people are not either not taking you seriously enough, or you are hiding it so well that they are thinking that you can just go out there and snap your fingers and get whatever you want, and you know the effort that you put into it is considerable. So other people overestimate your confidence in ability to cope. You may actually have the ability to cope that other people see in you, but you feel a little less confident. You know your worth, but you may downplay it. Something in your personality is downplaying this worthiness that you know you have, but are not expressing. But this you can use to your advantage, right? So you come across as confident and knowing your worth, even though you may feel a little iffy in that department sometimes. So this is what employers look for. This is what other people look for, because when they deal with a person who is confident in their knowledge of their own self-worth, it helps build trust between those two people. So whatever you want, you can have. You just need to ask for it. The thing is, you are kind of stuck between two roads here, and you're not entirely sure of which one to take. And your biggest fear is making a big mistake, choosing the wrong path. That is a fear that everyone has, but if you fail to choose, then that is a choice as well, and that may put you in a worse situation than making the wrong choice. At least the wrong choice will give you lessons to learn from. But if you refuse to choose, and then you may end up back in this toxic situation, you can possibly be cheating yourself out of something that is worthwhile to pursue at this point in time. So that is a big fear of yours, making the wrong decision. In the biggest hopes is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is even more so confident than the King of Wands. The King of Wands may come across as arrogant sometimes and a little bit irresponsible, but the King of Swords is never irresponsible, although they may tread upon other people's rights occasionally. So watch for this in yourselves. You may be idolizing someone who is not as worthy as they seem to be idolized. The King of Swords is very strong, very precise, and knows what they need to do, and executes those actions with strategic precision. And this is what you're striving for. You have the skill set and the confidence, but you want to take it to that next level where you are embodying the attributes of the King of Swords, and the King of Swords who can get everything that they want and has perfect control over their own thoughts and actions. So here we have someone who's afraid of losing control of their thoughts and actions and wanting very, very much to be in control of those thoughts and actions. But all this worrying, Cancer, may actually be working against you, because you have nothing to worry about. This is just worry. This is just in your head, because everything is going to be fine. Everyone sees you as well accomplished, and you have many choices, and there are people who have your back here. So you will receive everything that you are looking for, whatever decision you make. Now I'm tending, this reading tends to favor the path of moving ahead and leaving this devil you know situation behind, and taking the choice that is less well known will lead you to the final outcome, which we have here depicted as the Four of Swords, which is the happy home and the complete homestead, which is the ideal of the Cancer stereotype, right? So don't worry so much, Cancers. Your situation, this loss, can be turned around and will be turned around, provided you can get past this feeling of defeat. Okay, so it's just a feeling. It's just your insecurities getting the better of you, but don't be afraid to move ahead. And see, the only caution I have here would be that the King of Swords can be a little bit ruthless. So you want to make sure that whomever you're mentoring is going to be, whoever is mentoring you is going to be somebody worthy of being that mentor, and not being somebody who does unscrupulous things to get, oh, pardon me, a little burp there, who does unscrupulous things to get ahead. You don't want to stoop to that, but you don't need that. This is just what you want. You think you need, but you don't need that. What you need is just to have confidence in your current abilities, in others' faith in you, and have some faith that it'll all turn out okay, and it will. I believe possibly by December, maybe January, something new will show up for you, and you will be able to move away from that toxic place into a place that is much more serving of your future needs, and where you can become this King of Coins, complete in their throne and position there. So yeah, Cancers, very nice reading. Just some little nagging worries here about making the right choice, but I believe you know what that choice is already. I believe you may have decided to leave that toxic situation behind because it wasn't serving you, and if they are constantly coming back to you and hanging the carrot on the stick for you, saying, oh, maybe this and maybe that, these empty promises are really ringing falsely in your ears, and you should be well aware of those telltale signs of somebody trying to pull a fast one there. So it's your decision, it's your choice, but it's a good time to move ahead. Okay? Thank you so much for being here, Cancers. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Please comment down below whether it spoke to you, and if this reading was not for you, then please do tell 2 friends, because they may need to hear these messages. Thanks so much for subscribing and liking on my videos. I look forward to your comments. I have to learn to talk again. Sorry, it's been months since I've talked this much. I look forward to your comments. Thank you again. We'll see you next time, Cancer. Bye for now.